Aleli, is this going to be recorded on your side?
Cloud?
Is it going to be recorded on your side too, sa cloud?
Yeah,
Pasok
cloud.
ka na. Okay, sige. Baka kasi hindi ma-save sa computer. Baka yung memory. Okay.
The
I'm
cloud.
gonna share my screen now. Okay. Well, I love it. What are you drinking, Aleli?
As always, tea.
if you guys have a drink with you, tea, feel free. That pala no,
Yes.
next time, it's like bring your own drink.
Yes.
Okay, so welcome everyone. So we have here Kat, Trina, Carla, Kat, Villamor, Jasmine, Kate, Miriam. Okay, so si Kate pauwi pa lang. Get home safely. So welcome everyone to Soothe sessions. So this is our sacred October gathering. And Aleli and I are very happy to welcome you here in this space. I'm kilig right now. Kilig. So actually, um, we created this space for all of us to be able to slow down, have a moment to breathe and relax, um, and also to reflect, to discuss, to ask questions, or not to answer questions. Maybe we have answers, maybe not, but we're here to echo our insights, our thoughts, and to also learn and practice some tools for grounding and for relaxation. So, um, and most of all, actually, the most important is it's a space to just be. Okay, so whatever hats we're wearing, whatever roles we are playing in life, you can set it aside for now and just be, so it's a space where you can be safe to, not strive to be anything but yourself. Okay, so now in our Soul Soothe sessions, I'm going to walk you through first. Our theme for tonight and for this month is trust, allow, and receive. Very yummy topic. Okay, so um, let's see. Okay, so this is our flow for tonight. So we will open the circle first. So imagine, I'd like you to imagine that we are, yes, we're in a virtual space, but it's like we're in a circle as well. So we're gathering in a circle, and we're going to open the circle by setting our intentions. And after that, we will be doing or learning a wellness tool. So for some of you who might already know this is a good opportunity to practice it again, right? And then I will be walking you through what is Reiki, okay? So because that will be the modality that we will be using mainly tonight. And at the end of the session, you will be receiving Reiki healing energy as well from Aleli and I. And we're going to be talking about the 5 Reiki precepts as well. After that, we will be hearing some ideas and insights from Aleli about what does it really mean to trust, allow, and receive. So just take note that you can unmute anytime or you can type in the chat because this is like a free space for you to share your thoughts and ideas, maybe ask questions. So imagine it like a conversation among friends, So ganun lang, casual tayo. And we'll also be receiving positive healing affirmations and energetic downloads. Yum. And we're going to be doing journal therapy. We're going to be taking some time, carving out some time to write on our journal. And then we're going to share and discuss. So if there are some of you who would like to work alone, kung gusto nyo na like be quiet on your own, like reflect on your own, that's okay too. Just let us know. Okay, because later we'll be having some breakout sessions, and then we'll be sharing to the big group. Okay, whoever is comfortable in doing that. And then last but not the least, we'll be receiving Reiki healing, as I mentioned. So it will be like a twin energetic massage from Aleli and I. So we'll be beaming Reiki to you. So just gladly receive and accept. Okay. So by the end of the night, it will be a good sleep, a good and restful sleep. Okay. So we have another one coming in. Yay. All right. Hold on. I'll just wait. Hi, Mary Rose. Welcome to the circle. Okay, so now before we continue and we set our intentions, I'll just be introducing myself. So for those who don't know me yet, I think there are a lot of people here in the first time kong mamimit. My name is Faye, and I'm one of your Soul Soothe sessions facilitator together with Aleli. So later she'll be introducing herself as well. And I am actually a full-time language teacher to French professionals. But I'm also a Reiki level 3 practitioner, an angel light worker, a capacitar practitioner. So it means that we practice tools for stress relief and trauma transformation, a meditation and mindfulness guide, and I'm also learning traditional Chinese medicine. So I'm really passionate about holistic health and healing, and my personal mission is to empower people to be their own hero and healer. And of course, being always rooted in loving kindness. So just to let you know, just in case you will be interested, I'm offering right now one-on-one Reiki sessions, Reiki guidance. That means you have spiritual guidance, group or one-on-one meditation sessions, and of course, soul soothe sessions. And later, Aleli will be sharing more about wellness and wishes because it's a virtual well-being clinic that is ongoing. And if you wish to be be healed or try any of the healing modalities that we are offering in this clinic, and you want to donate to Make a Wish Foundation and help children with critical illnesses, then it's the perfect time for you to do that. Okay, so thank you for that. And now we're going to open the circle with our intention setting. So I invite all of us to settle down and relax in our body. Okay. So if you are seated on a chair, just make sure that your sitting bones is, of course, relaxed on the chair and your feet are flat on the floor. Or maybe you're on your bed. Okay lang din yun. Just feel that you are connected to wherever you are seated. And I invite you to pay attention to your breathing. Just the normal breathing that you do. And at this point, if you feel comfortable with it, you can slowly close your eyes and place your hands on your lap, palms facing up in a receiving position. So I invite you now to check in your body. As you breathe in and breathe out at your own pace. This is a moment that we committed to. It's a time that we carve out for ourselves. And at this moment, we honor ourselves for being here right now. As you continue to breathe in and breathe out, I invite you to check the different parts of your body. Scan it starting from the top of your head, going down slowly, taking your time, and noticing if there are any tension, perhaps on your face or on your jaw or your neck or maybe your shoulders. And breathe into these spaces as you relax in this moment, as you prepare your body, your mind, your spirit, your heart. Feeling more relaxed, I invite you to place one of your hands on your heart and another hand on your stomach, on your belly. And continue to breathe deeply in and out. And now, I invite you to set an intention for tonight's session. It can be a word that suddenly comes to your mind, a message that you've been hearing or receiving for the week. And take that word or that message, plant it in your heart. Continue to breathe deeply. May we give space for the divine to work within us and around us, and trust that we are in the right place at the right time with the right people in the perfect circumstances. May we allow the divine energy to inspire us, to energize us, and to soothe our souls. And may we be open to receive all the gifts that we deserve to receive for tonight. I now invite you to place your palms on your lap facing down. Continue to breathe deeply. Just to synchronize, let's breathe in together. Breathing in and breathing out. One more. Breathe in and breathe out. One last time. Breathing in and breathing out. Feel your surroundings. Feel your body on the ground. And gently blink your eyes open when you are ready. And welcome to the circle. Thank you, everyone. So for your intention, you can choose to write it down your journal just to remember. And let's see what insights you will get from our session tonight. Okay? So babalikan natin yung intentions na yan later. So now, I think I just want to request a photo ops with everybody before we start para meron tayong before and after. Is it okay? So I'll ask everyone to turn on their camera if that's okay. Yeah, nice to see your beautiful faces. Hi, Kat. Hi, Carla, Jasmine, Kate, who's on her way home.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. Miriam, I can see ang soothing naman ng place mo.
Oo nga, ano. Himalayan.
Ayan,
Himalayan.
lumilaw na siya. Let there be light. Okay. Hi, Mary Rose. Nice to see you. And Trina, are you gonna open your cam? Okay.
Hello, Kat. Hello. Hello, Kat and Kat.
We have
With a
two.
K and a C. Hello, Jasmine. Hi, nice to see you again. Hello, dear. Hello, Carla. Hello,
Okay.
Kate. Hello there, Miriam. Hello, Miriam. Hello,
happy to have
Mary
you.
Rose. Hello, Mary Rose. And hello, Trina. Hello there.
Ayan. Okay, may ilaw na rin si Kate.
Yay.
Ay, nawawala. Ayan. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, you're on your way home. Yay.
okay, so smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
One more coming from me.
Oh, sige, one more.
One more smile. Oh, wait, Mary Rose is fixing. Okay. Smile. One more. Wait. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Sige, so I'm gonna share my screen again. Thank you, ladies. Okay, so now that we've opened the circle, let's go through our first wellness tool. Okay, so I have here some people who have attended some the Soul Suit sessions before, and you might be familiar with this, or maybe nakalimutan na. So we're gonna practice it again. So the tool is called finger holds. Okay, so finger holds is actually a part of the Indonesian culture. So it's used in Indonesia. And basically, it's used to release and to balance the energy of strong emotions. Okay. Now, I'm pretty sure that all of us experience strong emotions, or sometimes where we get overwhelmed with our emotions, that to the point that we feel like we don't have control over it anymore. Okay. And strong emotions could be an effect of stress, trauma, or traumatic stress. Okay, and um and we have three kinds of responses, so we can choose to respond in these ways. So first, maybe we accumulate the overwhelming energy, the overwhelming emotions. And for example, you wake up one day and then you woke up in the wrong side of the bed, so you're not feeling so good, your mood is, so you feel down, or you feel irritated or triggered. And as you go on and as you progress with your day, it has a domino effect. So you for example, you get stuck in traffic, or somebody talks to you, or somebody communicates to you at work, and you feel irritated even more. And at the end of the afternoon, or at the end of the day, you just feel like you want to lash out, or you want to you have this impulse to act violently. So whether that's through actions or through words. So sometimes we experience that, or some people experience that. And the act of lashing out, or acting violently, or speaking violently, it's actually our way to get that emotion out of our system. Okay? Yun nga lang, hindi siya healthy way, right? And we affect the people around us. So with this situation, it can actually be acute na tipong it's just a moment na nangyari siya, or it can also be for a long period. What do I mean by that? Like for example, um, you're really used to doing it. You know, you're really used to doing that you're not aware anymore how you respond to people. Na onting ano lang, triggered ka na agad. Diba? So, and that's because maybe we lack awareness sometimes, or we don't really have the tools in order to change that kind of behavior. Another kind of response that we can have or we can make is to repress our emotions, correct? So, repressing also means denying the feelings or brushing it off, which is actually very common with a lot of people. Like, I know a lot of people who resort to doing this. They become passive aggressive sometimes, or they just keep it in. You know, they just keep it in, and there's no healthy release. So what happens though is that it eventually manifests in our body. So it can manifest as a dis-ease, a discomfort, pwedeng pain. It could be pain here, maybe the tension that we feel, or stomach pain, pwede rin yun, or eventually an illness, a chronic illness. So, for example, if you have the strong emotion of fear that you've been keeping within you, then it could eventually affect our kidneys. Or maybe if there's a grief that we cannot process or we haven't processed properly, it could manifest as a problem in the lungs or in the heart. You know, so it's all connected. But there's another kind of response that we can actually make, which is to acknowledge and to release. Okay. And this may be done through the practice of some well being tools. So that is also the reason why we are gathering. It's because we want to add more tools into our toolbox. Okay. So going back to finger holds. So the idea is that in our fingers, there are channels or meridians in every finger. Okay. And holding each finger. So what we're going to do is to wrap around our finger, our hand, other hand in each finger. And there's no need to squeeze it tightly, but just hold on to it. And you hold it for a minute or two, or sometimes up to 5 minutes for others. And you just allow the energy to flow. Okay. Because as in doing so, as we hold our fingers, we allow the release. Okay. So if you feel energy pulse or throbbing, a throbbing sensation, then it just means that there's an energy flow. Kung wala rin namang ma-feel, that's okay. All right. So just it's just really holding on to your finger and putting it on your lap and just allowing energy to flow freely. And then after that, we're going to ground the energy. How will you do that? In Indonesia, what they do is they can also put their hands on the soil, okay, or sa ground to connect with the earth. So we can do that. But if that's not available, you can also place your hands like this. I'm going to show it to you so that when we practice, you can do it on your own. So you're just going to do like this with your hands, and you can cross your left ankle over your right. Okay. So this position, it's like you're grounding and you're sealing the energy. Okay. So I nagets ba? Okay ba? All right. So we're going to practice it. Let's see what the different fingers mean. Okay. Yeah, thank you. That's a thumbs up. Okay, so for the thumb, it's actually connected to grief, tears, and emotional pain. Okay, so I've had an experience before of leading a group, and I think in that particular group they have experiences of loved ones who just died, and they cannot really express, or like they cannot cry, but when they did the exercise, it allowed them, it facilitated the release of the energy of grief. um And then the index finger, it's connected to fear, terror, and panic. So if you're faced in a moment of fear, you can do this, discreetly, even if you're outside, right? Middle finger, when you give the finger, right? It's because it's connected to anger, rage, resentment. So instead of giving the finger, you just hold the finger. Okay? So bago mag-react, i-hold mo na yung finger. Okay? And then the ring finger, it's connected to worry and anxiety. Yan. So for the worriers here, or the anxious ones, you can hold the ring finger. And the small finger is for lack of self-esteem. If you feel like you're not enough. Okay? So let's try to practice this. We're just going to do it quickly. The goal is to impart it to you and then you add it to your toolbox. Okay? So um, let's hold on to our thumb first. And we're going to do this for a couple of, maybe a minute. So hold on to your thumb. You can close your eyes too if you feel more comfortable doing that, or just have a soft gaze in front of you. And just breathe in and out. If you are aware that you have strong feelings of grief, or you want to cry, or there's emotional pain or baggage that you have been carrying, um, just allow it. Just allow. And if not, if you can't quite resonate with this, that's okay too. So just hold on to your finger as you breathe in and out. Try to notice what comes up. Now we move to the index finger. So I invite you to wrap your other hand around the index finger. This is connected to fear. So sometimes we get a little bit paralyzed because of fear, paralyzed to do the things that we would like to do, but maybe we feel hindered because of fear. There are strong emotions that surface. Just continue to breathe deeply. Allow the emotions to flow. After all, we call them emotions. So they need to be in motion. And now we move to our middle finger, which is connected to the emotion of anger, rage, and resentment. So there might be people that you could think of, or situations that bring up unpleasant emotions of anger or deep resentment. Breathe into it. and know that there is actual strength in allowing. Now we move to our ring finger. Ring finger is connected to our worries and anxiety. If you're the type who wakes up in the morning and thinks about her to-do list first thing in the morning, or maybe you're someone who worries a lot about the future, or who has difficulties in being present in the moment, allow some movement to happen here. It is safe to be here in the now. And now we move to our small finger. Small finger is connected to the feeling of being small, the feeling of lack, the feeling of not being enough. I invite you to connect to this part of you if it is applicable. Let's breathe in together deeply. Inhale. And slowly release. Exhale. And now I invite you to do this to your hands. Let's try to ground the energy. Place it on your lap. And just imagine the emotions flowing down to your body, going all the way down to the earth, surrendering it to the earth. And if you're ready, you may now open your eyes. Okay, how are you? Feel free to type in the chat, okay, where you can unmute. Yeah. So you can use this anytime, right? So you can actually take a screenshot of this if you want, to remember the different emotions that are connected to the fingers. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the next part, which is about Reiki. So I want to ask here, has everybody experienced Reiki, or is there anybody here who's a first timer to hear or to experience to experience Reiki? So I think Carla, what does the thumbs up mean, Carla? First time to
I sorry, it was big. But yes, I had a session with Aleli, I think 2 weeks ago. So I
Okay.
have an idea na, okay, what Reiki is.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Carla. How about the others? Meron ba siguro thumbs up if it's the first time that you're going to hear about it or experience it. Meron ba dito? Okay, Eliza. So, hello, Eliza. Okay, so it's her first time. All right, good. And Jasmine also. Okay, so I see something in the chat. I've read about it, sabi ni Trina. Okay, great. So now, Reiki, we're going to explain Reiki because this is what we're also going to receive later tonight. Okay, so Reiki is actually a healing modality, a natural and complementary hands-on healing technique that originated from Japan. So it's basically, the practitioner channels energy to the client in order to bring about healing, and well, it promotes relaxation and healing in general. So it comes from the words rei and ki. Rei meaning universal, wisdom and knowledge of all the universe or the higher intelligence. Um, so it means, well, we can call it God, okay, or source or universe, whatever you want to call it. But it's the energy that's available to all of us, okay. And ki is life force energy, okay. So it's also what we call chi in Chinese. So now, um, we know that everything is energy. Sabi nga ni Einstein, everything is energy and that's all there is to it. So we're energetic beings, and when we talk about energy, it's also, we cannot remove it, or it's always connected to our health. Okay, because um, as energetic beings, or as balls of energy, sometimes we can have too much of the energy, or sometimes we can feel depleted. Okay, so in short, there could be an imbalance that we feel or that we experience. And when we have this imbalance, or we're in a state of imbalance, then that's when this ease comes in. That's when we start to feel maybe weak, or that's when we start to feel maybe anxious, or maybe that's the time that we feel sick. Okay, so it can manifest in many different ways, in the physical, in the emotional, in the mental, and even in the spiritual, because we are multidimensional beings. Okay, and when we talk about Reiki, we can also connect it to the aura. So if we have balanced and healthy energy, we can also have a good protection of ourselves, because the aura, imagine it like an energy field that is encapsulating you. And if you have balanced energy, healthy energy, then it also reflects in our aura, meaning it's strong and we're protected. We're protected. We don't really get sick right away. We don't really get affected when we interact with other people, just like this. So if you look at the picture on the left, you will see the human emanations. And if you have healthy and good energy, balanced energy, then you will have even emanations, you know. And on the right, you can see there that it's all about energy transference. So when you communicate with people, who here had the feeling of, talking to someone or interacting with people, and then after the interaction, you feel so drained, right? Meron ba dito nun? Or maybe you're the person who transfers the energy, and the other person feels drained when you talk to them. So this is all about energy too, okay? And all about being aware of our energy, okay? So, and we also talk about chakras, okay? We use the chakras as the guide to for our energy. So we have a total of 7 chakras, starting from the root which is energetically situated at the base of the spine, sacral, under our navel, solar plexus in our tummy area, heart, of course, in the chest area, throat, in the throat area, third eye, which is here, and the crown, which is on top of the head. So they're energetically placed there, and they source the energy, and they are in charge of distributing the energies into the different parts and systems and organs of our bodies. Okay. And when you have, as I mentioned, if you have too much or too little, then you will have an imbalance. So the key is to always strive to be in a balanced state. Okay? So kapag pagod na, magpahinga. Kapag kakagising, 'di ba? Supposedly we have enough energy. So if we don't feel that way, then it's an invitation for us to have more awareness in our bodies, and not just bodies, with our emotions. Check in with your emotions. Check in with your way of thinking, with your thoughts. Okay, and even in your spiritual life. Okay, so sabi nga, 'di ba? So disease is the result of imbalance. And imbalance is a result of forgetting who you are. Forgetting who you are creates thoughts and actions that lead to unhealthy lifestyle and eventually to disease. Thus, a disease can be understood as a lesson you have given yourself to help you remember who you are. Okay? And who we are is actually a reflection of the source. So we are always complete. Okay? And when we forget that, napapalayo tayo dun sa doing things that are good for us. All right? So now, I also would like to share with you, this is the last of the slides about Reiki, the 5 Reiki principles. This is something that that really helped me a lot in my healing journey. So whenever we practice Reiki, me on myself, every morning, for example, I recite the 5 Reiki principles. And the 5 principles are: just for today, I am at peace, which is an invitation to not be angry. So imagine before I easily get triggered, I easily get angry. But as I practice this, and as you repeat it to yourself every day, like a mantra, like an affirmation, it's like a seed that you actually plant. And when you do that, like when you're faced in a situation wherein it triggers you, it's like you remember, but I said just today I'm at peace. So it's like you find ways on how you can be more at peace. The next is: just for today I trust, which we'll actually be zooming into for our theme tonight. Just for today I am grateful. Just for today I work joyfully. And just for today I am loved. So even if you don't practice Reiki yet, you can use these 5 Reiki principles, or what we call the Gokai, and use it as a reminder every day, that you are peace, that you are capable of trusting, that you are grateful for all the things that happen to your life, whether that's a not so pleasant encounter. And I work joyfully to remind us that, to infuse joy into what we do, and to remind ourselves that we are loved. Okay. So I think that's it for me for now. And if you have questions about Reiki or anything that I flashed on screen, please just feel free to type in the chat, okay, or unmute. So I pass it on now to Aleli for our discussion on trusting, allowing, and receiving.
Hello. Apologies for that. There. Let me just share my screen. All right. Okay, am I clear? Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Faye, for those well-being tools. So I actually feel so relaxed now and more relieved. So I was sharing earlier, we were sharing earlier, Faye and I were, oops, hold on. Hold on. Checking my connection.
You're okay.
Okay, I'm good. So earlier, I was like cutting earlier in the morning when we were meeting. So yeah, okay, so I'm gonna beam Reiki with me, you guys. Okay, so we were sharing how I was feeling nervous. It always happens during the start of class. So now those finger holds really help me also when I feel nervous. When I feel like I'm lacking some confidence. So, I hold my little finger, and when I fear, so index, and resentment, the middle finger, the anger, resentment. So yeah, I really, really love those finger holds. And you can also apply that with your yoga practice. So you can also do that while meditation, while you're breathing, while doing your pranayama. So last time I shared breathing tools for those who attended. So sometimes I hold my fingers when I do my pranayama. When I hold the position, for example, when I do my vajrasana. Vajrasana is just like kneeling on, sitting on my heels. So yeah, I really, really love those finger holds. So Faye and I learned that from Capacitar. We were classmates, and that's how we met. So yeah, I feel so, aside from the fact that we have the same teachers. So yeah, now that we feel more relieved, more relaxed, we can be more receptive, right? That's when we are more calm and relaxed. That's the state when we are most receptive. So I hope you'll get a thing or two from the insights that I will be sharing. Um, Also, thank you, Faye, for sharing the Reiki precepts, especially the one that is most apt today, for today's session. So just for today, I trust. Just for today, I trust. Just for today, I trust. So yeah, this month's theme is trust, allow, and receive. So all of these three, they go hand in hand. You cannot trust without allowing and receiving. And when you receive, you trust and allow them, welcome them in your space. When you allow, you also trust. You openly receive. So these three, they go hand in hand. And there are other words that go hand in hand with these three. And so, yeah, let's begin. Oh, I also love what Faye mentioned earlier. There is actual strength in allowing, right? There's actual strength in allowing. There's vulnerability and strength in allowing. So that's something, hold on. Wait lang.
Okay. Want me to share for you?
Oh yeah, can you do that for me?
Yeah, I have it. Okay, hold on.
I can actually share the link here. I'll share the link here.
Sige, sige, please.
Also, we weren't able to ask you what's your intention for today.
Mhm.
Maybe later on you can share with us so that you know we can also set those intentions for you during the Reiki healing circle. So we set those manifestations for you and we kind of pray over all of our intentions. So you can also share those in the chat box if you want. What's your intention for today? But of course, later you'll be sharing also with one another. So this is part one, and I have a part there. Okay.
I'll try to share
Yes.
one. Okay, wait lang. Which slide? Ito no, slide 5. Tama
Thank
ba?
thank you.
Okay, I'll present.
That's the best thing about synergy. So I'm traveling and I just transferred to another hotel. I'm staying here. I'm doing a month-long stay here. So last time my connection was really good. So now, yeah, I will check later on and maybe transfer to another room. Anyway, so um as I was saying, so okay naman yung sound ko. Okay naman yung
Yes,
ano ko.
clear.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, yay.
Just
Okay,
let me know if
sige.
next.
Thank you.
Okay.
So next. So now that we have kind of released or kind of got some negative emotions out of our system with the finger holds, now that we know more about Reiki, we know that everything is energy. So Faye shared a little about the chakras. In the next sessions, maybe it would be good for us to explore more also on the chakras. Um, so Faye and I are brewing on the next topics. So now that we know about Reiki, what the spiritual practices, this gift of life, what this is all about, we now proceed with what does it really mean to trust, allow, and receive. So next, first allow me to introduce myself. I'm Aleli Carissa Jimena. I'm a passionate empowerment life coaching professional, theta healing practitioner, yoga and meditation teacher, capacitor practitioner, as I've said. Faye and I are both Reiki and capacitor practitioners. I'm a Ho'oponopono instructor. I'm a Reiki master teacher and one of the council elders for Reiki Wellness Manila. Next, my divine soul gift is my unique ability in holding a non-judgmental safe space with love and empathy for nurturing and teaching others to heal themselves and co-create with the universe. So I have earned my degrees in Master of Arts in Education, Juris Doctor in Law. I love studying. I have vast knowledge and experience in the academic field. I'm also a licensed professional teacher since 2012. I'm now a senior high school head teacher and director for student affairs of our family school, 5-star standard college located in Cavite. Next, so after a major life-changing event, I mean, I believe most of us here can resonate with that. After a major event in our life, so I experienced heartbreak. So my spiritual healing and self-love journey began in 2012 when I first practiced yoga and meditation. And I've been curious ever since. And with my curiosity ever growing, my self-awareness evolving, I learned about the power of Reiki to heal myself of emotional pains and my son of physical diseases. So before he had skin asthma, respiratory diseases, I myself had scoliosis and other diseases that they termed to be lifetime. So Reiki helped me, and then I discovered the wonders of theta healing shortly thereafter. And in 2019, I completed my yoga teacher training course in Sri Kali Ashram, Koh Phangan, Thailand, just before the pandemic. So that was October 2019. And then next, in 2020, I have been attended as a Reiki master teacher, and I have been working as a well-being coach since then. So, but a master is a lifetime student. So I have been learning until now. I'm learning my life lessons. I'm healing myself every day. My higher self actually propelled me into studying a whole lot of trainings on personal development, self healing, spiritual well being, self healing empowerment because I needed healing. I needed healing. And I believe that one's capacity to be a vessel of love and healing, of love and light for others, is kind of a direct it's kind of directly correlated to all the healing one has done to oneself. So every day I'm healing myself and healing my family and healing others. And with this, I'm living my life purpose. And I specialize, I mean, it's just now during the pandemic that I've started to live my life purpose. But before I wasn't. And now I specialize in helping people discover and align with their life purpose and shift from their limiting beliefs into an empowering mindset, from victim mentality to winning confidence, from lack to abundance, from worry to trust. There we go. From resentment to peace, from fear to forgiveness, faith, and love. All right, next. So, what does it mean? What does it really mean to trust, allow, and receive? Okay, next. So I believe that trusting means surrendering. Trusting means being still, just being still and having faith. Having faith and believing in yourself, believing in others, believing in the universe, and of course, letting go. With trusting comes letting go, forgiving others, forgiving yourself, and releasing with ease. So earlier we did kind of we did emotional releasing with finger holds, right? The thumb, grief, releasing grief, emotional pain. Index finger, we released our fear, right? Fear, pain. Middle was our anger, releasing resentment. So we release the intention is to release all of these things, all of these emotions. Ring finger is good. Holding our ring finger is good for releasing worries, anxieties, and of course, small finger releasing our lack of self-esteem and confidence, belief in ourselves, and releasing the feeling of not being good enough. Next. So I would like to share this quote. Surrender is a gift that you can give yourself. It's an act of faith. It's saying that even though I can't see where this river is flowing, I trust it will take me in the right direction. Even if you can't see where this river is flowing, I trust it will take me in the right direction. And also with the breath, when breathing, we just know that our next breath will come, that oxygen is there. We just know that. We trust that. We don't know how, but we just trust that we every single breath is given to us, that we receive oxygen. So in these things we learn what's the real meaning of trusting. Next. And trusting means believing that everything is working out just as it should, in the right time and in the right way, even though it might not make any sense to us right now. Even though we don't know what's after this step, we just have to trust and believe. To surrender, trust, let go of control. Trusting means letting go of control and not trying to figure everything out. Next. And trusting means trusting that the universe got your back, trusting in God's will, and trusting in the process of life. I believe all of us here believe in God or a divine source energy, divine source creator of all that is. So in Theta Healing, we call it creator of all that is. In Reiki, divine source energy. And in Catholicism, in Christianity, we call it God, right? So trust in a higher force, bigger or stronger than you. Even if you cannot fathom, just trust. Just trust that you'll be all right. Everything will be all right, that all is well. Next. So this prayer is something that I use when I kind of get into my personality of controlling personality, or like this mindset that I have to be in control of everything. So this is a really good prayer, and let's pause for a minute to just pray this very wonderful prayer that is available to us. And this is a prayer that I pray every single day. I actually have a necklace that says this prayer. So let's pray this all together. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Let's pray that once again. Let's close our eyes and just internalize the meaning of this prayer. With your eyes closed or with a soft gaze and your hands together in Gasho or prayer position, connect with God and pray. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Yeah. So later on, during the Reiki healing circle, those will be part of my intentions, my personal intentions: serenity, courage, and wisdom. Serenity to let go of things that you have no control of. The courage, the confidence, the self-esteem to really act accordingly with according to inspired actions, meaning actions that are inspired by the divine wisdom. And of course, to receive fully and completely the wisdom, the divine wisdom from the Creator, from the divine universe, or from the divine source, so that you will discern, you'll have the discernment to know the difference between what you can control and what you cannot, what you have control of, what you have influence over, and what you just simply have to let go. That's all right. So next, and something powerful happens when we let go and surrender. And we have to learn how to spiritually surrender, and this helps us attract our desires. Um, so there are things that happens to us. For example, we want to manifest something, and then it doesn't happen. And then we stress over the fact that why didn't it happen? Because this happened to me just a few months ago. And I'm like, I'm such a powerful manifestor. Why didn't this happen? Why didn't my desire happen? And then 2 months after, I realized I saw the bigger picture, and I'm like, oh, that is why it didn't happen. Because if that didn't happen, then this event wouldn't happen. I'll give the specific example so that it's not confusing. so, so I applied for a Europe visa and a Shenzhen visa, and I applied it before my second dose of vaccine because I'm impatient. That's my life lesson. I'm a very impatient person, but I learned my lesson and I continue to learn my lesson. So it's a visa that because I was gonna meet the love of my life in because she's inviting me, and then I'll be living with him there and stuff. So I applied, and I didn't get the visa, and I was devastated because he cannot go to the Philippines because the Philippines is closed, Philippines is locked down. And I was very devastated because why cannot I get that visa? It's just a visa. It's just a visa, and it says, and when it was returned to me, it said I was a threat to public health. And the reason why is because, like, there's so many reasons there, and it's not because of financial capability. It's not because of those things. It's because I didn't get my second dose of vaccine. That's really the reason why. And that's a lesson for me. Lesson learned. Patience. Why didn't I wait for my second dose? Because I was like so craving for love and intimacy, right? And then now it all makes sense. Dubai had to happen. Meeting halfway. It's like a sign of, of both of us doing our efforts, meeting halfway. And Dubai, I love Dubai. This is like, I'm setting up my business here now. Everything's, I met people here. I met a fellow faith healing practitioner. I met my cousin, my long lost cousin, who I love, who I've been enjoying like every week. Like it's really, I'm really meant to be here. I'm really meant to be here. That's why, so this is like my, instead of Canada, this is now my, because I targeted to really migrate. But now this is immigrate, not migrate. I'm not a bird. Immigrate. So I'm so now this is my place to be. I figured things out. I'm really meant to be here. And I'm setting up my business here. So many people are setting up business. There's no tax here. So yeah, things like that. And it's a long story, but my point is just trust. If I did not bounce back, I'll be there in my depressed mood. Why didn't I'm such a powerful manifester, and this little thing I wasn't able to manifest. But it's just one day, and I had to release, let go, release, let go. And then after that, you'll see the bigger picture. And this is not just, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you have your own personal examples of this. Like something didn't happen according to plan, and then you kind of stress over it. But then when you release, when you let go, when you surrender, you trust, later on you realize there's a bigger picture that you didn't know. And it's a lesson for you that you just have to trust and surrender, spiritually surrender, and it will really help you attract what you truly desire, what your higher self desires, not what your ego desires, not what your negative patterns or limiting beliefs will tell you, or will kind of not what you think you desire, but what your higher self truly desires. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, next. And trusting means being the state of allowing and receptivity. You cannot be in the state of allowing and receptivity if you are always chasing, you're always agitated, or you're always stressing, or you're always depressed about something, or you cannot let something go. You have to let go to allow, let go to let in, declutter to gain clarity. You have to really release to let in and allow and receive. And that's what we're doing. We release negative emotions so that we invite and allow and welcome and receive positive, vibrant, new energies to come in our space. And those will be part of the intentions that we will be doing later when we will do the Reiki healing circle, and also with the positive healing affirmations and energetic downloads. So please just be in this state of allowing and receptivity from now. I mean, you've been there since the start of the session until the end, and just intend to remain here in this state of allowing and receptivity, that whatever comes, you receive it, you accept it, and then you discern if you have control over it, and if you don't, let it go. Next. Thank you. So with trusting comes letting go and releasing. And letting go and releasing takes forms in so many ways. Letting go means forgiving. Forgiving, I actually did a whole other webinar for this, and course, with Ho'oponopono, forgiving. And that's actually a way for you to detoxify your liver also. Forgiving, you release negative emotions, you let go of toxicity, of negative stale energies that are hindering you from moving forward. Releasing of attachments, releasing of the need, releasing of this, I need to do this, I need to be there, I need I need to have money in order to be happy. I need to have maybe a family by this age in order to, be considered successful in my personal life. Or, you know, this need, we have to release the need and attachment. And this is um, a Buddhism teaching to release attachment, let go of attachment. And that's when you release, let go, forgive, release with loving ease. And that's when you really allow yourself to trust. And that's when you allow yourself to really attract what is the highest and best for you, and also manifest your desires. Um, I can go on and on sharing about this, but I guess what I want to say is we have to release resistance. Release resistance. And this is also part of Eckhart Tolle's main teachings, to release resistance. And that is the secret to actually manifesting your desires. To release resistance. That's also taught by Abraham Hicks. Attracting what is really for you, for your higher self, for your highest good. And also coming back to your purest essence, to who you really are, which is the natural state of well-being, the natural state of love, of calmness, of peace, of trust. And so that will be part of our intention later during the energetic downloads and Reiki healing circle. Next. Yeah, so let us just pause right here and enjoy this song. So this is one of my favorite songs, and I'm sure you all know the song. Let's sing along if you want. So there's lyrics, and let's just be in the state of stillness. And with stillness, we allow stillness to heal and reveal. So let's just relax and enjoy the music.
Can you hear?
Yes. Mahina lang. Yeah, there. Feel free to sing.
Mm.
Hold on. Okay. So trusting means believing and having faith that you are worthy of all the good things in life, and you have the innate power within you to co-create with the universe and manifest your desires. So trusting means being still, just allowing, believing, having faith in God, believing, having faith in the universe, and also having faith in yourself that you are worthy, that you're good enough, and you deserve all the good things in life. And you have the power and strength and creativity within you to co create with the universe, with God, with Creator. And so you can attract and manifest all your desires. So let me share another video on how to surrender to the universe to attract your desires. This is really quick. Please play.
One of the issues I was coming up against was this issue of I need to have a baby at this time, right? Or it needs to be in this way, and it has to happen before the book comes out, so the book can be there and everything can be the way I want it to be. But that control and that manipulation was in the way of God's plan. That control and that manipulation was in the way of God's plan. And so here I was, and I had no choice but to offer it up and give it over, but most importantly, to turn over the time and turn over the outcome. I found that the simplest way to turn over the outcome was to focus on what was thriving in my life. Rather than focusing on what I thought I needed, focusing on what I already had. So rather than being like, I'm left out, I don't have a child, I'm not in the same place as my friends, I started focusing on, I have an amazing husband who shows up for me, who loves me. I have an opportunity to get grounded in this relationship as we build a business together. I have a beautiful, beautiful, divine, holy relationship that I want to put my love, my intention, and my energy into. I have friendships that are thriving. I have a business and a career that is booming. And I got a book baby that's coming out soon. So I started to focus on what I had thriving in my life, and in the focusing of the thriving, I released and I let go of that outcome and that need to get somewhere, and I was very happy right here. And that's the simplest way to get into the now, is to just focus on what you do got. Focus on what is in front of you. Focus on what is working, and let go of time and let go of outcomes.
There. So I want to ask you next, what is working in your life right now? You don't have to share if you're not called to, but I encourage you to do so. What is working in your life right now? So when you focus on what is good, you become more in the now and you attract more of those things. Those things just exponentiates in your space. So when you appreciate, so appreciate is a word that we use in real estate. When we say appreciate, it increases in value. So if we focus on what is working in your life right now, those things that are working in your life right now will just multiply. So maybe you can share in the chat box, or you can share in public or privately, what is working in your life right now. And these things, when we appreciate all of these, this will just flow more and more in your space. So, for example, you could say, I'm healthy, I'm thriving during the pandemic, or I have really great, amazing friends, or I have a really great support system, or I have my son or my child who loves me unconditionally. or my parents, my parent. So what is working in your life right now? So please do share. And while you're later on, you'll have more space to share. But right now, maybe you can share a thing or two. What is working in your life right now? Please share in the chat box. Or you can speak up anytime. And later on, I'll be reading. So just you can reflect, and later on, I'll be reading. And let's proceed with the slides while you gather your thoughts. Next. Trusting also means, next, releasing all worries, fears, and doubts. Next. So worries are nothing but lack of trust. Worry is actually a prayer for something that we do not want. And we do not want to pray for something we do not want, right? Worry is about the future and how we fear it may play out. Next. And we all know that worrying doesn't serve us. And worries can actually help to bring out the very thing that we were worried about. The law of attraction says energy flows where focus goes. Next. And so if we worry, that's where our energy flows, and we do not want that. According to the law of attraction, which says very simply, like attracts like, you get more of what you focus on. Next. So make sure that what you focus on is positive. If you nurture a fundamental and absolute trust in the universe, complete absolute trust in the universe, then you know that despite what may happen, however hard it may seem at the time, it will ultimately work out for the best, for the highest and greatest good for you. You will either learn a lesson, or you will get what you want, or you will learn, patience, or something better will just appear. A better opportunity will come into your space. Next. So worry causes stress and anxiety. So we need to release this, release worry, because um causes it's nothing but a prayer for what we do not want. It just causes anxiety and stress in our space. It leads to an imbalance, and Faye discussed how imbalances lead to diseases. This leads to imbalances of the mind, body, and spirit, and blockage to not only to the root chakra, but to the heart, all our other chakras. Next, and the best way to overcome worry is to accept that all of us are faced with difficulties and setbacks in our lives. We each have our lessons to learn, and how we respond to them determines how we ultimately lead our lives. And our power comes, or our power lies, in the way we respond to situations, because that is where and when we have control over the situation, how we respond to the situation. That's when we have the power over not what happens to us or for us, but how we respond to these challenges, difficulties, and setbacks. Next, and if you choose to respond negatively by getting upset and anxious towards life setbacks, you have chosen to damage the balance of your mind, body, and spirit. Next, and if you respond positively by accepting the setback as an opportunity to learn, so Faye mentioned this also, you can live a happier and more fulfilling life. Next. So one solution that I may suggest among all the other solutions or healing modalities that we can do to eliminate worries, doubts, and fears is laughter therapy. So actually in other countries, people pay to laugh. There's this thing called laughter therapy. And simply, how do we do this? Next, just allow yourself time each day to really laugh and have fun. When was the last time you actually laughed? When you maybe watch a funny movie or television show, when you read a really funny, humorous book or magazine, when you talk to your favorite friend or anyone that brings a spark of laughter in you. Next, whatever it takes to make you laugh, do it. And sometimes you just laugh and then you'll be happy. Laugh first. See, and then you will feel happy, or smile first. The action, it's just it will automatically make you happy. And next, if you want to be happy, connect with funny friends and mix with happy people with a nurturing, healing, supportive tribe. Next, and conversely, if you want to be negative and constantly worrying, you simply need to associate with people who are negative or worrisome. Next, laughter is a wonderful healer, and it is proven through numerous scientific studies, especially in the recent years, that laughter can heal, can even prevent life-threatening illnesses. Next, and use this knowledge to live a healthier and longer life. Next, and take responsibility for how you deal with life setbacks. Play, also play and have fun. When was the last time you played? Play is your pathway to joy and relaxation and creativity. Life's too short to waste it worrying. Next, and the more we let go of worries, the more we open to synchronicities, the more we open to miracles. I was gonna do an exercise. We did this exercise in one of our previous slide, laughter therapy, one of our energy healing circle. So laughter therapy, the previous slide. So I just want us to laugh. Oh, there. Okay. I just really want us to laugh. So if you can open your cameras, if you can mute yourself if you want, but it would be good to just do this exercise. Really, really fast exercise. Just think of a thought, or just a thought that makes you happy or laugh. Okay, if you don't want to open your cameras, that's okay. So I know you're there. Oh, Miriam says, sorry, connection is so slow. Actually, ako rin nga eh. My connection is so slow, and I'm very happy you can hear me right now, because earlier I was getting cut off. So I trust that you're there. Okay.
Carla is laughing also with her reaction.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I just want us to laugh at the count of 3, okay? Just laugh, okay? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's it. Okay, so we can do this exercise. We may appear so crazy, but it's a good exercise. Some would do like a roaring exercise at the count of 3. You roar like that. You can do that. But this time, we do laugh naman. So you can do both. You can do 1, 2, 3. You roar, you express all your anger, and then after that, at the count of 3, you laugh. So this is a good way to release. Okay? It's a wonderful healer. I swear, I promise. And I actually laugh when I'm nervous. I laugh when I'm happy. I laugh when I laugh all the time. So it's a wonderful feel. I love laughing. Yeah, I know. That's why Faye and I, when we always when we meet, we always laugh. For some reason, we always laugh. So that's fun. Okay, that's great. Okay, thank you. So let's continue. I'll be really quick. I apologize, I'm extending, but this is the last part. This is about trusting yourself. Trusting yourself means that you have faith in yourself and you're confident in what you want and in the choices you make. Okay. And I want the intention for today is actually not just trust in the divine universe, trust in yourself, trust in yourself, trust in your connection with the divine universe, trust that you are always connected with the divine source. And with that, you know that you can trust yourself because you are part of creator. You're not just a speck of creation. You're not just a victim, or you're not just a random matter. You are a miracle. You are a wonderful part of creation. Okay, so trusting yourself means that you have faith in yourself, you're confident, and if you find yourself hesitant, unable to make your own decisions, maybe sometimes you're procrastinating to make a decision, or you're constantly doubting your choices and decisions, you might want to learn to trust yourself more. Next, and this is from, earlier the video was from Gabby Bernstein. She's one of my favorite um, um, motivational speaker and energy healer and life coach. And this one naman is from Marisa Peer, also one of my favorite energy healers and life coaches. So what trust in yourself means? When you trust yourself, you can count on yourself in any situation. Next, it means that you can commit to your growth. This is according to Marisa Peer, to my learnings under her. You know what you want and you're confident in your capabilities to achieve. Trusting yourself is not about making the right choice 100% of the time. Rather, it's about believing in yourself to bounce back even after making a poor choice. So it's okay. It's perfectly okay. In Reiki, we say, just for today, I trust. Just for today, I'm at peace. It's okay. You can always start again another day. So it's okay to make a choice. If you don't make the right choice, at least you learn something. At least you gather data of what you want and what you don't want, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. Next, and part of self-trust is to accept yourself. Acceptance is really important also. When you trust, you accept. And Faye mentioned this earlier, acceptance, accepting yourself, acknowledging your emotions with all the good as well as the bad, as well as the flaws. Next, and what happens when you trust yourself? Here is how you would feel if you trust yourself. Number one, you are self-aware. You have more self-awareness within you. You discover yourself more. You know what is important to you, what works for you, and the things you cannot tolerate, what doesn't work for you. And it's easy for you to make your own choices and decisions, and you live an authentic life, authentically according to who you really are. Next, you are confident. And when you're confident, when you have that core confidence within you, you believe in yourself, you have faith in yourself, you have faith in yourself and creator and others. And it is much easier to decide what suits you and what doesn't suit you, what doesn't work for you. And it's easier to move forward with the choices that you make. And if you make a bad choice, it's easier to bounce back and start again because you're confident that you have resilience within you, that um, you can always learn and move on and go to plan B if plan A doesn't work out. Next, you take criticism well. And this is very healthy. If it's very healthy for you if you take criticism well. When you trust yourself, you don't take people's criticism personally as they are assessing matters from their perspective. You know who you are, you trust yourself, and when you're more self-aware and you know yourself more, you know what's the truth for you, and the truth for others may not be the truth for you. And so you take their criticism, you listen, you acknowledge, but then you ultimately listen to your own higher self, your own inner voice. And Marisa Peer, again, the world leading therapist and one of my favorite life coaches, says once you believe in yourself, it doesn't really matter what other people think. Once you believe and trust in yourself. And this is one of my life lessons because before I used to always think about what other people would think about me, and that led me to so many mistakes in my life, and it derailed me in achieving my life purpose. Next, so what are the signs that you don't trust yourself? So please look at all these signs because maybe you may resonate with some of this. What does a lack of trust in yourself look like? To help you know if it's time to learn to trust yourself more, check and see if the following signs apply to you. One, you hesitate in making decisions. So if you are kind of always procrastinating all the time, making any decision takes a lot of time and effort to keep swinging back and forth between your options, not sure which way to go. You take something um that can take just 1 hour to decide on, you take a week or a month or a year to do. And next, you're doubtful that you're making the right choice. So you spend days, even months on research before making a decision. This research is not always necessary, because again, if you know how to connect with Reiki, connect with Creator, connect with Divine Source Energy, you'll get answers instantaneously, knowing that you are always connected with the Divine Source, with the source of divine wisdom. So you will always know if a decision is right or wrong for you. And if you make a wrong decision, it's okay. You will get derailed, but you will always be redirected right on track. So to end the mystery, you usually resort sometimes to advice from friends or family, ask for their opinions, constantly feel the need for reassurance. I'm guilty of this. Next. And another sign that you lack trust in yourself is you always rethink and rethink your choices. After arriving at the decision, you still don't feel certain, so you keep rethinking, reevaluating, overthinking. I am a self um, proclaimed um, overthinker before, because I believe that smart people need to think, but no, it's not the case. You keep rethinking your decisions even after making them. That's not healthy. When you make a decision, okay, I make a decision, I can now let go of this. Remember, Eckhart Tolle said, if you find yourself in an intolerable situation, there are three things that you can do. Either um, remove yourself from the situation. If it's too toxic for you, remove yourself from the situation. Change the situation, or change the part of you affecting the situation. And number three, accept the situation, or accept your decision. So accept it, and then remove, change, accept, or remove, change, accept. Or you can do CAR para mas madali. Change, accept, remove. So those are the three things that you'll do if you find yourself in an intolerable situation. So you accept. If you make a decision already, stop re-examining and re-examining. And if you're like this is a sign that you don't trust yourself. Next. Yeah. So you wonder if the option you gave up was the better way to go, and that's not healthy. And let's avoid that. Let's avoid examining and re-examining our decisions and options, and trust that divine wisdom is always within and around us. Next, you have a critical inner voice. Sometimes we listen to the mean girl inside of us, our inner critic, and that is the voice in our head that criticizes our choices and actions and decisions. This mean girl, this voice, this inner critic is usually very harsh and judgmental, and we all have this. It causes us emotional pain and distress. And it's up to us to not listen to this and listen instead to your higher self. Next. And when you are your own worst critic, you actually tend to beat yourself up for mistakes you did and find it hard to forgive yourself, no matter how small your mistake was. And according to next, um, oh, and your inner critic voice tells you things like you don't know what you're doing. And such overly critical dialogue with yourself eventually prevents you from pursuing what you want. And according to Marisa Peer, you should actually be your own cheerleader, not your own worst critic. Next, another sign is that you're not comfortable speaking your mind. If you're not comfortable speaking your mind, that's another sign, according to Marisa Peer, that you don't trust yourself. So maybe examine if you're like this. Do you tend to hold off? Do you tend not to express what you really want to say? Do you tend to hold off your sharing your opinion? Do you refrain from participating in a conversation? Do you actually avoid attention because you feel that you may be overly intimidating, maybe? Next, you may feel like you might not be able to support your point of view, or fear that you will say what you will say will make you look incompetent, or you will not say it the proper way. And so, if you're experiencing all of these signs, it's important to understand how they can affect the quality of your life, because if you don't trust yourself, it affects your overall life. It creates ripple effects. Next. So what happens when you don't trust yourself? According to Marisa here, a lack of self-trust can have a negative effect on all aspects of your life, from living in stress and unease most of the time to missing on growth opportunities. And if you don't address the matter, it can get worse, get worse and worse with time. You can even develop illnesses. In Reiki and Theta healing, we learned about this. Lacking trust in yourself leads to illnesses, even lifetime diseases. And so, next, here are some of the negative effects, adverse effects you might encounter if you don't learn to trust yourself more. Number one, you tend to self sabotage, and self sabotage can take many forms and affect many aspects of your life, like your career and personal relationships. You might be self sabotaging and hurting your personal growth by taking actions that do not serve your best interest. And sometimes self sabotage can present itself in failing to take necessary steps like procrastinating and being stuck and not moving forward. So, for example, you may be delaying emails, you may be delaying work because you're not confident of your work, and you keep second guessing everything you do. And these delays might be affecting the work process, and eventually you get negative feedback in your job evaluation. So this happened to me before. A self I'm a procrastinator because I don't trust myself. I don't feel that I'm good enough. Next, another example that can happen in your personal life is not speaking up when you're not happy in your relationship with your partner, maybe. So you could be tolerating traits or behaviors that bother you because you're hesitant, you don't trust yourself about discussing the important matter. You don't trust yourself, you don't believe in yourself, and you don't have faith in yourself. And so this could lead to self-sabotaging your own relationships. Next, you experience negative emotions when you lack trust in yourself. This can lead to stress, anxiety, also with this comes imbalances and diseases. Next, and you could also be feeling down if you're blaming yourself for an unfavorable outcome of a decision you have made. And so this emotional turmoil, anxiety can negatively affect your health and the quality of your life in the long run. And next, when you don't trust yourself, you tend to live somebody else's life. I also was a victim of this before, um, and I'm not proud of that. When you base many, or if not all of your decisions on your friend's advice or your family's advice, you're not living your own life. And that is an effect if you do not trust yourself. But no matter how well your friends or family may know you, they don't know you better than you will ever know yourself. And after all, this is your life. This is your own life to live. So you better trust yourself and not what other people tell you to do. And following people's advice all the time will only push you further away from knowing and trusting yourself. So ultimately, listen, take in what they say, but at the same time, ultimately listen to yourself. And the biggest reasons why you don't trust yourself quickly is, um, so here are two main reasons why people don't trust themselves. You're judging yourself because of your failures. So because of the data that you have accumulated because of your past, you feel that you cannot do better. And trust is built cumulatively because of the moments, events, situations where you prove to yourself that you're worthy of your own trust. And in the same way, when you repeatedly fail to keep your promises, you disappoint yourself and lose trust in yourself. But always remember that you can always start again. Start from a clean slate. That's why we've been telling you to release, let go of the past. Stay in the present, be in the present, and start always. When you forgive, start with a clean slate so that you can develop more trust in yourself. Next, and your mind is constantly recording your behaviors and disappointments. When such disappointments become frequent, you form negative ideas or belief about yourself. For example, you might say, I'm not reliable, or I'm not the type of person who can commit to exercising. For example, when um, you you kind of committed to exercise daily, and then you you fail to do that, that may lead you to not trust yourself. But all you have to do is forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. It can always start again. This can be as small as that, exercising, and it can be as big as relationships. Forgive yourself and know that you can always trust again. Begin with a clean slate. Do not judge yourself because of failures in the past. And the second one, the last, is you have low self-esteem. Sorry. So the biggest reason why you don't trust yourself is because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're good enough. And so today, that is the intention, for you to really feel that you are enough. And you might have been harshly criticized for your choices growing up, which led you to have low self-esteem by society, by parents, by other people. So it could be your parents who didn't allow you to make your own decisions to protect you from making mistakes. Maybe people questioning your choices or doubting that you're making the right ones. Next, and when you're children, right, we were more sensitive and prone to this negative social programming from other people. And we could have internalized this feeling of I'm not good enough. We have adopted the criticism, accepted what other people tell us as part of who we are, but that should not be the case. But I just want you to remember that maybe this is because you might have lost trust in yourself after many disappointments, or maybe you grew up thinking and believing that you are not good enough because you were taught so. And so we have to release, let go of that negative self-limiting beliefs. Next, when you have decided to believe that you are not smart enough, not reliable enough, maybe not lovable enough, all these things that led you to lose trust in yourself, we have to undo this and start trusting in yourself again. So you might be thinking, how do I undo this and start trusting in myself again? The good news is that you can practice self-confidence and trusting by reprogramming your mind to trust again. So next, so how to learn to trust yourself? How do you build trust? You have to train yourself like a muscle. You have to train yourself to be more confident. Like we train our muscles to be stronger. Start with small steps, take it one day at a time. Start practicing being confident and trusting in yourself. Next, so first, choose the people you surround yourself with. Stay away from people who usually make destructive comments and those who are overpowering conversations. And instead, surround yourself with people who believe in you or supportive of you. Then this should help you speak your mind and participate in conversations with more ease, just how we are going to do later on. Next, and give yourself small tasks so that you can rebuild trust in yourself again. Small tasks that when you accomplish, you'll feel better and better. There's this theory of self-efficacy in education. When you're able to do small tasks, you become more confident. So in trusting yourself, so completing small tasks, no matter how small, will help you regain trust in yourself. Pick a new habit that you want to adopt. Start doing it and track yourself. Choosing a simple task, maybe walking every day or doing your breathing exercises every day. Integrate into your daily routine. Completing a task, maybe journaling every day. Listing 3 things you're grateful for every day. And any new habit that will give you a sense of accomplishment. Boost your self-confidence. Drinking water or a warm cup of lemon or tea every morning, that is good for your detoxification, for your weight loss also. You do that every day and that will make you feel better. And next, remember that it is okay to fall off the wagon sometimes, and that is normal. The most important thing is to pull yourself back on track. And if you missed today, it's okay. Just for today, I trust. Just go back to the next morning. You can always start again. And of course, focus on your strengths. So doing more of what you're good at. What are you good at? What are your strengths? And those things will help you boost your confidence and trust in yourself. So list the things that you're good at. You can ask a close friend to help you identify your strengths. Later on in the journal therapy, you can list down. You can change your negative self-talk to positive self-talk. What are the things that you're good at? So whether in your job, your personal life, for example, if you're a great photographer, take it as a hobby, practice it, do more of what you love, practice it in your free time, and yeah, do more of what you love and harness your gift and just make time for all the things that you're good at, for all the things that you love. Next, and make your own decision by dropping perfectionism. Focus on progress and next, not perfection. Remind yourself that often there are no good or bad options, they're just different options. There's no good, no bad, just different options. And even if the outcomes were not preferable, you would learn and know to do better the next time. You will always have lessons. Next, and start small. Okay, just start small. For example, if you're out for lunch, you feel trying a new dish and you're feeling kind of hesitant and unsure, just go for it. And this is just a simple situation, simple example, but always ask yourself, what is the worst thing that will happen? If you like it, then add it to your list of favorites. And if you don't, now you know that you don't need to order it again. If it doesn't work for you, then you have valuable learning. And what is more important is that you explored something new today. Okay? So gradually, next, you will be more confident about making bigger and more important decisions. And next, so what is, yeah, next, change your self-talk. Okay, change your self-talk. It's the second to the last. Later on, we'll be changing your self-talk. That's the idea for the journal therapy. Even though people's, according to Maria Sapir, even though people's criticism can be destructive, it is far more destructive when you criticize yourself. Next, don't be your own worst critic. Be your own best friend. Instead of beating yourself up, replace that with positive affirmations, just like you would be your friend's cheerleader. Be your cheerleader. And when you repeat a positive affirmation, you're reprogramming your mind to accept your new beliefs, the beliefs you choose. So choose phrases such as I'm enough, I'm confident, I'm competent as your daily affirmation, and say it next. Say it to yourself repeatedly during the day and integrate these words in your day by adding them to your daily routines. For example, you could write it in a post-it note in your mirror so you can see it and repeat it every morning while getting ready for the day. Let's proceed to the positive healing affirmations and data healing download. So the next slide. So the next set of slides. So in theta healing and Reiki healing, we believe that anything is energy. So we believe in positive affirmations, and so then the Canva, the next set.
Okay, wait lang, naglo-load lang.
Oh, sure. So I just want you to relax and be in a receptive mode. So just close your eyes and know that everything is energy. And you can also recite the affirmations on your own. And you can just lie down in Shavasana, your arms wide so your shoulders can relax, your legs wide so your hips can relax. Maybe slide 5, I think. Let me check. And so in theta healing, we do this download. So we open the positive receptors and close the negative receptors. Okay, now, yeah. And this is a way for you to really release the negative and be open and receptive to positive, vibrant energies in your space. And we will give you a copy of these slides. And we suggest that you repeat this for at least 21 days for you to really take in the energies, the vibrant energies, and also for you to reprogram your mind. Okay, so again, just receive just allow, and you can close your eyes. You can recite this with me, or you can just, with a soft gaze, say it out loud, or you can just lie down and receive. Okay? As I energetically download all these affirmations to you. I trust myself. I trust I'm always headed in the right direction. I was born a beautiful and trusting soul. I trust the process of life. I relax into the present moment and open myself to unlimited potential. I trust the change unfolding in my life. I settle in and open up to new possibilities. I stay in the present moment and choose clear, simple, positive thoughts and words. I feel so good being in the present right now. I know and understand the Creator's highest definition and perspective of trust. I know how it is and what it feels like to trust. I know who to trust, when to trust, and that it is possible to trust in all aspects of my life. Let's just pause here. Just receive, allow, and just say yes, yes, yes. I know how to trust without being hurt or feeling fear, worry, or doubt. I know how it feels like to live my daily life with trust. I believe and expect good things to happen to me. What I believe, I receive. I make space to receive. I trust that the universe has my back and I'm fully supported. I allow the light of the full moon to wash over me and dissolve all my fears, worries, and doubts. I invite and allow fresh lunar energies to flow through my entire being. I'm open to receiving. I open myself to receive the abundance of blessings and gifts awaiting me. I open myself to the gifts of change and transformation. I surrender and come into alignment with the divine flow of life. I graciously allow life to unfold for me. I allow life to happen through me. I welcome synchronicities, fortune, prosperity, good luck, and abundance into my life now and forevermore. I allow positivity and good vibrations into my daily life. I am surrounded by wonderful people who cheer me up and applaud my success. I am allowing everything just to be as it comes to me. Acceptance brings me peace. I find peace in accepting what is in this moment. I deeply love, appreciate, and accept myself as I am. I love myself completely and unconditionally. Love and intimacy flow into my life effortlessly. I naturally attract love everywhere I go. My heart is filled with joy and gratitude. When I let go, I let in and allow new, vibrant energies to enter into my life. I release, I forgive, and let go with loving ease. I'm safe in the universe, and all life loves me. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through me, cleansing and healing every part of my body. I meet resistance with kindness and compassion. I'm worthy of the purest love. There's an infinite supply of love. I live in balance with others, in a state of gracefulness and gratitude. I forgive others. I release and let go of all resentment. I allow and accept things as they are. I'm peaceful. It is safe for me to love and be loved by others. I'm fully open to giving and receiving love. I welcome love with an open heart. I trust the universe. I'm safe in the universe. I am always divinely protected. I'm open and receptive to new avenues of income. The sweetness of life flows through me and I radiate its joy. I radiate its joy. I flow with inspiration and creativity. I make empowering choices. I trust in myself and I honor myself. It is safe for me to express and communicate confidently with ease. I trust others. I'm filled with the power of spirit. I'm wise and I trust my intuition. I let my inner wisdom guide me. I trust my decisions. I know and understand Creator's definition and perspective of divine wisdom. I'm guided throughout the day, making the right decisions and making the right choices. I'm one with the divine wisdom. I'm one with the wisdom of the universe. Divine intelligence continuously guides me in the realization of my goals. I know and understand. There are no mysteries to me. The right answers always come to me easily and effortlessly. I know and understand Creator's definition and perspective of divine wisdom. Divine wisdom guides, supports, and heals all of my relationships. I welcome clear vision, divine wisdom, and inspired action with each and every breath. My intuition is always on my side. I trust my inner wisdom to be with me at all times. With a calm, steady, and positive mind, I'm connected to collective experience and divine wisdom. I am an extension of the universe. Let us just pause here and allow, receive with each and every inhale and exhale. With every inhale you receive, allow. Inhale deeply, slowly, and as you exhale, you release, let go to make space to allow. Let's continue. Next. I am learning, I'm growing, and I am evolving. We are all learning, growing, and evolving. I am on the right path. I'm divinely guided and inspired. I accept myself totally and I go beyond my limiting beliefs. I'm filled with greatness and majesty. Again, let's take a quick break here. Just pause, inhale, allow and receive. And as you exhale, let go to make space for new energies to come in. Just keep on doing that. Just a few more slides. The universe lives within me. I'm the power of the stars, the moon, the sun, the water, the fire, the wind, the earth, and of life itself. God is the source of all my power, and I allow it to shine through me. I am a magnet for miracles. I am magnetic. The right opportunities for me are the ones that show up in my world. I release commitments I no longer have the energy for, and I trust that letting go creates space for the next perfect opportunity to come in. I allow what lights me up to guide the way, even when I can't see beyond the next step and those around me don't yet get it. Next, I trust my gut to know what I have the energy for and when. I step fully into my passion, creativity, and power, and I trust that the right people are expanded by my power, not threatened by it. Next. I trust the ideas and inspirations that arise within me, and I allow them to guide my actions, even when it's something I've never seen or done before. I allow myself to create impact and connect with the right people. I let go of things and people who are not for me and allow all that is for me to come into my space. Next. I allow ease, rest, and play into my days. I allow magic to happen. I receive fully and completely. And lastly, all is well. Let's take a quick moment here to just relish receiving and energetically feeling all these downloads, all these positive healing affirmations coming into our space, entering our positive receptors in each and every one of our cells. Just allow me to integrate all these energetic downloads, integrate these positive healing affirmations, integrate this healing in every cell of your body and all your belief levels, past, present, and future, on all languages, and in every aspect of your life. I also intend that you know who you are after all these changes and all these positive healing affirmations and energetic downloads. One last breath here. Inhale, take a deep breath. Just soak in as much love and light as you're able. Hold for a few seconds. And exhale, release. Let go of all negative stale energies. Release all tension and relax. All right, thank you very much. I now turn over the floor to Faye. Thank you.
Thank you, Aleli. Ang sarap. Thank you for all those energetic downloads. I hope all of you were able to savor all of those 91, diba? 91 affirmations. So,
Savor is the word. Thank you for that word. I love that word. Savor, relish, savor, bask. We might be extending apologies, but we'll maybe adjust the time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, Faye will handle. No, maybe we'll extend for like 15 minutes if that's okay for
Yeah,
everyone. Thank you very much.
that's okay with you. Um, ayusin namin yung time namin sa mga susunod na sessions. But I hope you're just enjoying and allowing yourself to receive as much as you can. Soak in it. And thank you, Aleli. Thank you so much for walking us through um, those bits and pieces of wisdom about what trusting, allowing, and receiving is all about. And I'm sure, each one of us here have our own stories, have our own experiences, um, have our own pains and also difficulties when it comes to trusting, surrendering, allowing, receiving, and maybe, we have our own reasons why we are here, why we're gathered here, right? So now I invite all of us to have a quick journal therapy. So maybe let's do this for maybe 5 minutes minimum. I'll ask you guys if you're done after 5 minutes. So we have 3 questions here that you can ponder on. So just feel free to write. So you don't have to think or analyze too much, but just let yourself be guided as you write. Okay, so just write whatever, just pour your heart out. And look at the following question. So, first question that we would like you to answer or to ponder on is, what are the things that have been challenging your capacity to trust right now? So, maybe you have a lot of things on your plate or a lot of things that you're worrying about. You have fears, you have doubts, or you are anxious about. So, just allow yourself to write whatever comes to you. Okay. And question number 2 is, what are your narratives or your self talk? What's your script? What are the things that you tell yourself in relation to your challenges in surrendering, in trusting, in allowing, in receiving? So we put here some examples. For example, you might be saying, I want everything to be perfect. So I need to always be in control. I cannot trust the people around me kasi mabubulilyaso. Di ba? Parang I have to always be in control para maayos. Or I can't do this yet because I'm not good enough. I'm not prepared for this. I still have to learn this. I still have to experience this before I actually jump onto doing this thing that I really desire. And question number 3, looking at what you're going to write for point 2, what does your higher self or the creator or the divine source want to tell you? So if this is your line or this is your self-talk, what do you think is your higher self going to tell you? What do you think is the divine source going to respond to you with the thoughts that you have? Okay, so I'm going to play music and just feel free to write. Let's take 5 minutes for this, okay? And then after this, we're going to do a bit of sharing, okay, if you're okay with that. And then we're going to end it, of course, with Reiki. So we're going to close the circle with Reiki. Okay, so you may now journal. Answering the questions. Okay. So I hope you were able to answer or have some thoughts or insights about these questions. You were able to ponder on them. So we're going to give a little bit of time for sharing, because of course we would love for you to be able to process it too, or like to share, kasi kami lang yung nagsasalita kanina, di ba? But we would, we intend this space for you to also share freely. Okay, so Aleli, do we still do a breakout or do we do it in the big group?
Yeah, same thought. I was thinking maybe let's not do the breakout. I was typing. Anyone who wants to share?
Yeah. Please feel free to share. This is your safe space for sharing your thoughts. Anyone? Yun ba? You can also type it if you wish.
Let's call. Apologies, someone was cleaning my room, so I turned off my camera for a bit. So anyone who I'll call on I'll call on Carla.
Yeah, Carla, maybe you would like to
I
share.
knew it, Aleli. You called me also last time.
I know that you've
Okay.
been. Yeah, okay.
It's
The
okay. It's okay.
creator told me. I asked creator. I asked divine source who who should share to be for everyone to benefit the most. And it's you.
Oh,
Usually,
okay. I'm flattered. Thank you. Thanks, Aleli. Thanks, Faye. Okay, so I didn't really write it down now, but it all just I just contemplated what the questions were. And okay, so I'll start with number one. What are the things that have been challenging your capacity to trust? I think my capacity to trust, what challenges it the most is past experiences like childhood trauma. I'm sure everyone has been through so many things like yung kay Faye, heartbreak, also with Aleli, like the heartbreak. And um I think people betraying us, and the things that we our expectations mostly um have broken our capacity to trust.
Yeah.
And that those are the things that are beyond our control. So yeah, that's my number one. And number two, what are your narratives or self-talk? What's your script? Mostly now, actually, since attending this Reiki, I've attended 3 Reiki um, communities or sessions this past month, and I observed myself na it's getting better. But before that, yes, I also have a power. I mean, like control issues, especially with my significant other and my son. So what's my script is I need to have this a certain way, or um I need to have this like that. If it's not like that, it's just everything is going to fail. But with today, just by listening to the 91 affirmations today, I felt so much lighter, and I felt that surrendering is really the key to overcome these negative scripts or self-talk. And number three, looking at your script, what does our higher self, creator, or divine want to tell you? I think that just pray and just surrender. Just do anything that makes you feel happy. So, as for me, I was typing this na kanina, but I noticed no one was typing also about something that you're grateful for. So, notice lang what you're grateful for. Like, that's what maybe God wants us to know. Just count the blessings. So for me, it's having a beautiful son, having a family. Like so many people lost their families with COVID, and mine is still intact. So yes, just be grateful for the little basic things that you have, like the roof over your head and finding my own community, getting to know more moms. Like today, I took my son to the park and I took a friend. I mean, I just recently met her and she became my friend. And yes, little things like that, something to be grateful for. And yes, that's about it, Faye and Aleli.
Yay!
Yay!
Thank you, Carla, for sharing.
Thank
Actually,
you, Carla. Thank you.
Thanks.
I love everything you
I
said.
love what she mentioned about being grateful, kasi I really think super powerful siya. Like you put yourself in a state of gratitude. It's a high state, it's a high vibe, it's a high frequency na if you're there, you just really attract more. I mean, cliche siya kasi we always hear that, but it's true. It's so true. Like, dagdag ko na rin, I hope may iba pang gusto mag-share din. So, if you, while you're mustering up the courage to unmute. So, yesterday, I had a full day. Actually, it was a full week. It was a full schedule. Ang dami kong students. And I really wanted to have time to create this. So parang ako, wala akong time to make my PowerPoint. Yung ganyan. Ano ba yan? Pero parang deep down inside, I was feeling, no, it will be okay. Parang ganyan. So I was just, I'm exercising this muscle of trust that you're guided and all will be well and it will just flow. And nag-iisip pa ako, pwede ba akong mag-skip ng class? Parang may ganon. Siyempre, may kawork ako dito, si Mary Rose, di ba? Pero iniisip ko yun kapon ko mag-skip ba ako ng work. Pero sabi ko, hindi. I want to show up for my students because my students will also show up. And the day ended na parang I enjoyed all my classes. My students enjoyed all the classes, the discussions, and I was able to create it then. So I mean, diba? So that's why I said there's really power in allowing, right? There's power in surrendering, even if you want to control. And it's like, but if I don't do this, hindi to mangyayari. But maybe not, diba? So yun lang. Let's allow ourselves to be surprised by the universe. Yan. So,
Allow yourself to be surprised by the universe.
yeah,
A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles.
miracles.
How
Exactly.
about that? Can we take another picture before we do the Reiki healing circle?
Okay.
Yay. So may
So,
before and after time.
mm-mm.
So
We're
one more sharer or you want? Tapos let's do the kahit 5 minutes Reiki healing beaming like a twin energetic massage from both of us.
anybody else who would like to share their story? Baka may hindi makatulog pag di makashare.
Oo nga. See, I was gonna ask Mary Rose actually if okay.
Mary,
Sabi ni.
But
Sabi
guys,
ko na eh.
after Mary Rose, let's take a
Sabi ko na eh, naramdaman ko na. Anyway, I'm not going to turn on my camera. What ba? Well, I think because Faye reminded me of this session because I posted something and she reacted, and that's why she said, I hope you can join. I was supposed to join last week, but I couldn't because of some life dramas. But I had to show up today. And it was good because my student canceled. So the universe really conspire. It conspires talaga. Now, answering the three questions. Number one, things that you have been, your worries. Well, I guess we all have those things that we don't talk about, that we don't have the guts to talk about with anybody because of the fear of being judged. So I think all of us have we have that. And what are your narratives? Well, every time I feel that, my narrative would be, ayan ka na naman. Okay, I guess you all can relate to that. Here we go again. So that would be the self talk. But after a couple of I've attended one previously with Faye, and this one, my number three, looking at your script, what would my higher self tell me? Well, hope. I hope you all heal from the things that you don't talk about anymore. You heal from the things people have stopped asking about you because you appear to be okay. I hope you heal from the things and people that shattered your faith and confidence. And if you aren't there yet, I hope you get there soon. Yun lang. Smile.
beautiful. Iyan na natin yun. Digest natin yun.
Sorry, words of wisdom from, I think, somebody far far older from you guys there. So that's why wisdom from the old.
We're ageless here. We're
Wow.
ageless.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mary, for
Yes,
sharing.
thank you.
I mean, I appreciate it kasi syempre, 'di ba? It's a good space to share what we don't normally share to, sa labas. But ano ba? We send you healing. We send you healing, and we are here to support that journey of yours, 'di ba? So I don't know, there are really things, no, that naisip ko lang, there are really things and feelings and emotions or previous experiences that we've had na sometimes gusto mo na lang talagang ibaon, or minsan you heal it, but then biglang meron pa pala. Like what we were talking about last week dun sa event natin, Aleli, 'di ba? Yung we were talking about healing in layers. And minsan nakakapikon, 'di ba? Kasi parang ano na to?
Meron pa.
Di ba? Meron pa pala. Parang binalatan mo na, tapos akala mo na release mo na, but then there's always something that would come up still. And I guess this is like it's asking us, no, it's reminding us or asking us to step into our power. Like it's asking us to really know and feel that we are really worthy of healing, that we are and you know, even if we're not there yet, even if we're not yet we feel that we're not yet fully healed, okay lang din. Tama si Mary, like okay lang din if you're not yet there. And it doesn't make you less. It doesn't make you incomplete. Kasi complete na talaga tayo, right? It's just that we're bruised, but it doesn't mean that we're less of who we are because we're pure magnificence, 'di ba? Like, 'di ba? We could go on and on about it, but guys, I invite you to just give yourself a hug right now, 'di ba? Ako um I gave myself a lot of hugs, especially last year when I was going through a lot of transitions. And it just really feels good to love yourself, you know, to really go to that space that you just love yourself more. Diba? So dun tayo babalik, dun tayo magsisimula. Dun tayo babalik every time. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for the courage to share. Meron pa ba? Baka meron pang hindi makatulog dyan. Hindi nag-share. Before we do the Reiki beaming.
I think that's good. Let's take a picture. Kahit ayaw nila tayong dalawa lang picture.
Okay. To those who want to open their camera, mabigat ba? Hindi naman, Mary. It's actually good that we share this. Mas maganda nga longer time to to share. Feeling ko kasi may warm up period, 'di ba? Parang ay may
Next thing, we're brewing on the heads up. Next session would be more of space to share. So to everyone, be prepared. And also, yung video, so we're recording this for you guys. So, sa atin lang yung video. Because Faye shared something personal. I shared something personal. Mary, Rose, Carla, and, you know, others here. So, sa atin lang yung video. Okay? Just to remind everyone. Okay? Smile!
Smile, everyone, if may gusto pa mag-open ng camera.
Or smile, even if your camera is off.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ayan there, Carla! Yay! Hello, you're so beautiful. Hello, Kate! Hello,
Okay.
Mary Rose. It's Mary Rose or Marose? Marose.
Ay, nakamute si Mary.
Okay, Mary Rose, any.
Any, okay.
Yes.
Beautiful faces. Thank you. We're open to cam. Okay, 1,
Hello, Kat, and Trina. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3.
One more. Maybe Miriam wants to open. Wait lang, I'll open my light.
Okay, sige. Hello, okay pa kayo? We're gonna end the circle with Reiki. So, hopefully, after nito, you get a good night's rest. Okay.
1, 2, 3, smile! One more. Can I do it on my phone? Thank you.
Pwede rin kayo picture,
Last time, smile! Oh, may na-disconnect. Thank you. So we'll end with a few minutes of Reiki beaming.
Yes.
And just receive and allow. So we'll be silent the whole time. This is combined powers of Reiki practitioners here in your space.
Yeah.
So Reiki, I'm a Reiki master in base Reiki level 3 with Reiki master energies already. So just receive, allow. You can lie down.
Yeah. So we invite you to just be in a relaxed position. So you can sit down or you can lie down. Kung medyo matulog kayo, okay lang yun. And then just receive. Okay. So this is the moment that we integrate everything that we downloaded today about trusting. So as we receive Reiki, we trust that the divine energy is present within us always. Minsan we forget, or most of the time we forget, but it's here. It's within us, it's around us, it's within this circle, and even outside our circle. And we trust that it will go to where it is needed the most in our physical, emotional, mental, spiritual bodies. And we allow it to flow and heal us, and we receive fully. Okay, so I'm going to play music, and then we're going to start with the beaming of the Reiki healing energy. And then after that, I'm going to ask you to seal your aura. Okay, so we're gonna do that later. So just receive, and I'm gonna play the music now. Okay, how are you? Okay, I hope you're all okay. Baka yung iba nakatulog. So just receive and allow all the energies to flow in your body. And baunin nyo yan. Baunin nyo in your sleep and the next day when you wake up and for the week ahead. Okay? Okay. So, wow, we would like to thank you all for being with us until now. So you're here, nag-extend tayo ng 30 minutes, but we really appreciate you here, being here. And let's just see. Okay. So let's close our circle now. By checking out very quickly last words from you guys. We'd love to hear what's your key takeaway from this session. Okay, so it could be just a word that you could describe your experience tonight. So let's just unmute. Okay, so just your key takeaway from this session, just very quickly. Trina, for Trina, it's letting go. Thanks, Trina. For Kat Villamor, it's to allow. Yes, the art of allowing. Oh, but for the others, for Kat Chrysostoma, it's to trust. Jasmine says, trust the process. It's my intention. Lovely. For Carla, it's to receive abundance. Yeah, so you can go back to your intentions, the intentions that we set, that we planted at the start of the session. For Mary Rose, it hope floats. That's beautiful. Hope floats. Sabi na ba lahat? Okay. For Kate, it's self-love. Yes, self-love. For me, it's just to be and to flow. To be and to flow. How about you, Aleli?
For me, I was gonna say to flow also, to make it different.
Think.
Allow, receive, and be. Allow, receive, and be. That's what comes to me.
Okay. I think lahat nagsabi na, no? Tama ba?
Lahat ba? Check. May na-disconnect kanina. Inisip ko kasi.
Kat yung na-disconnect, pero nag-charge lang siya.
Okay.
Jasmine, nagsabi na siya. So I think, how about si Miriam? Miriam is
Sorry about that. Oops.
disconnect ata siya, no? Okay. So, anyway,
Yeah, I'm here.
thank you so much, everybody, for being here, for being in the circle. As we close the circle with our intentions, so we started with our intentions and we close with our takeaways, which is in line with our intentions, most probably, or maybe not. That's okay too. We just are very happy to share this space with you. Thank you for being with us. We're so delighted and honored to be holding this space for you, with you. And we hope that in the next Soul sessions, you'll join us, you'll continue to join us and journey with us as we um, think of other offerings, other themes that we could talk about and receive healing as well from each other. So the presence is healing. right? So thank you for connecting with us. And Aleli and I would also love to invite you to Wellness and Wishes. It's the virtual well-being clinic that we're holding now for the benefit of Make a Wish Make a Wish Foundation. So if you'd love to book a session or you'd want to know more about it, you can go to Aleli's website, Empowerment Life Coaching, or to our Instagram account. So it's there being flashed on your screen. So anyway, thank you so much again. And the light in us honors the light in you. We love you. We love each and every one of you. And we hope that as you journey, let's learn how to trust more, to allow, and to receive fully. We love you and good night. Thank you, everyone, and you're welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kate, and you're welcome. We hope to see you again next session. Naka-on yata yung audio mo sa isang device, Aleli. Kaya nagfe-feedback.
Ayan, okay na. Na-disconnect ako dun sa isa. Kaya nag-connect ako. Oh, I'll stop recording. Let's,
Thank you, Kate.
let's
We're happy
touch.
that you're here too.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Mary Rose. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Trina. Thank you, Kat with a K. Thank you.
Jasmine,
Are you
also.
part of the WhatsApp, Kate? WhatsApp group?
Na, Kate, join our WhatsApp. Are you there na?
Hello. Yes po.
You're part of the
I already
WhatsApp?
joined the WhatsApp.
Okay. Hey.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, sige, I'll just I'll stop recording. Thank you. Para lang to ground ourselves.
Yeah, thank you, Kate. Thank you, Aleli. So
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. So let's close our eyes and feel relaxed in our body. Try to align your spine. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. And gently close your eyes if you haven't done so. Just breathe naturally. And I invite you to place your hands on the chest in a prayer position, the Gasho position. As you continue to breathe deeply, as your body feels more relaxed and grounded, we take this time to express our gratitude, our deep and rich gratitude for everything that we allowed ourselves to receive. Gratitude for this day. Gratitude for the breath of life that flows through us. Gratitude for the energy that fuels us. Gratitude for the people that connect with us and support us. Gratitude for the space where we can be ourselves. Gratitude for the gift of knowledge and wisdom. Gratitude for the peace that we experience. Gratitude for the trust that we keep honing and strengthening. Gratitude for the attitude of gratitude that attracts miracles, attracts surprises from the universe, attracts gifts, attracts beautiful encounters such as this. Gratitude for the joy that we get to infuse in our day, in every moment of our lives. Gratitude for the love that we are, the love that surrounds us through the form of people, animals, plants, other beings, and the love of the divine. And as we open our hearts, our minds, our spirits with this spirit of gratitude, we also lift it all up to God as we say, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. More, please. Now let's feel our body being grounded to Mother Earth as we also share the love. Let's seal our aura with green energy, the green energy of love. You may put your hands on your lap, palms down. Just take a deep breath in, breathing in love. Breathing out peace. Breathe in gratitude. Breathe out joy. Breathe in trust. And breathe out abundance. When you're ready, you may open your eyes.
Thank you. What's up? Thank you, Faye. Thank you.
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you. Have a good night. Thank you. Love you. Thank you.
I love you.
Oh,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you, Faye. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellie and Faye. Thank you so
Thank you.
much.